have your fear, which might become reality. And you have Godzilla, which is reality.
I'm sick of Godzilla.
Wake up, everyone!
There are two things you don't know about the Earth. One is me, and the other is Godzilla.
We're safe enough. No human being can understand that. The monsters on Monster Island can understand it.
Whether he returns or not, or is never again seen by human eyes, the things he has taught us remain.
Cool. Hello, everybody. Hey, we're back here again, once again. It always feels like it's been so long, but also like it hasn't been too. I don't know. It's just like I love talking about Godzilla and toys and hanging out with you, and this has been so fun to do. And I just needed to say that. How are you doing, man?
Good. Like they say, time is an illusion, and on Monster Island, doubly so. Yeah, 100%. Paraphrase Douglas Adams. I'm doing good. I just got back. I was on a work trip in beautiful Southern California for a bit. So I just got back from off the plane a couple hours ago. Wow. And the whole time back, I was like, can't wait to start talking some kaiju toys. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Me too. Got a couple pickups tonight. I know you do too. Nothing crazy over here, but a couple fun things. It's going to be kind of like a hodgepodge of an episode. I think we're going to go through some slides, talk about some toys, and then we are going to talk about the 2026 Geoffreys a little later, and take a look at the nominees, and just make sure everybody knows what's going on. I don't know if this is in your news or anything, but I did get a message from our friend Ryan Wilhelm earlier today about that Biollante going on pre-order soon from Enka nice. Vinyl.
I have some Enka news in the news, but not that. Yeah, I know. I actually was on their site today, and I know it still says coming soon, but it's on the site now with a couple of the other ones. And so that's going to be a hot commodity. But like the news from Enka that we'll talk about makes it even more exciting. Oh. And you know what I watched on the plane? It wasn't on the plane's library of video content.
Okay.
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it. And I'm rewatching because I haven't in a few years. I always mention like one of my favorite tokusatsu shows from Subaraya is Fireman. And I really honestly, Jake, I think you would love Fireman because of it's I don't say dino-centric, like obviously they are plays on dinosaurs and stuff, but like that paleontology and the dinosaur stuff, especially in like the first like episodes, are very apparent and very omnipresent. I love Fireman. I think I wish it was more than like 30 episodes, but of all kind of the tier B tokusatsu guys, like not Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and Spectre Man and like Super Sentai and stuff. Fireman's my favorite of that next group, or one of my favorites of that next group. He's great. So. Yeah.
Where did you watch that? Do you have it saved somewhere? Is it on archive or?
So I don't know if I think the Japanese version is on archive, but there has not been an official English sub, but there has been a really good fan sub on YouTube, and they haven't been taken down yet. And it's the whole series, and it's pretty good. It's like, it's not crystal clear quality and such, but it's not a professional release. But I've read from a couple forums and stuff that the translation's pretty solid, and I've watched that. I guess maybe that fan sub maybe one time through the whole series, and like it wasn't like there wasn't anything that like totally didn't make sense. It seemed to me like I'm sure there might have been some slight phraseology that was wrong, but it wasn't like they were like, quick stop the kaiju, and below it said quick stop the giant cow with red eyes. There was nothing like that.
We watched I gave Shin Ultraman a rewatch. Hadn't seen it since.
Oh, cool.
I hadn't seen it since.
But not Shin Kamen Rider. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I was just like cruising around on Tubi, and we were watching stuff, and it was like kind of late, and I was like, man, I want to watch some Ultraman, and that just popped up. So Jess had not seen it, so so we gave it a rewatch. She was super into it. I wish they would have went a little further with the designs. I wish the redesigns of everything were a little more Shin Godzilla-esque. I wish it was like a little more fucked up and weird. But it's good. But it's great. It's a good time. Yeah. What's that?
I think Alien Mephiles, kind of the last bad, is great.
Yeah.
How he kind of plays Alien Zarab. I love that. I will tell you, like, of the three Shins, I will always love Shin Godzilla the most.
Sure.
But I think it's like Shin Kamen Rider, man, is so good. I know when we talked about Shin Kamen Rider with Ryan Wilhelm, like we chatted, and I would say like he's a big fan of Shin Ultraman, and like I was like I like it, kind of like you. I like it a lot. I think it could have been even crazier and wackier. I think it plays it a little bit safer to the original content, which is great, and which is fine, it's great. And there's some parts that are updated, and it's nice. Like Shin Kamen Rider, like I would watch Shin Kamen Rider over Shin Ultraman every single day.
Wow,
and not even close. And that's with somebody that I prefer Ultraman as a series over Kamen Rider. But like I think Shin Kamen Rider is decisively better than Shin Ultraman.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna watch it.
It's so good, dude. I'm
gonna watch it. We've been watching a lot of weird stuff.
I think you know what? Hey, Jess, if you listen to the show, just put it on, and Jake he cannot stand that you will be a Shin Kamen Rider fan and enthusiast and completist, and he's not. So he's gonna come down, sit next to you, and we're gonna watch it, and it's gonna change your life. It's good, so good.
We also watched I got some movies on my Letterboxd watch list that I've been wanting to see, and we recently got the Criterion collection or the Criterion like streaming service.
Yeah.
And you can make like a watch list on your on Criterion, and like all the movies that are in my watch list are old Japanese movies, like old weird ghost movies. And
Qui-Gon, I saw you watch that.
That's it. That's what I was going to bring up. I was going to bring up. Have you seen that? Have you ever?
I have a weird story with Qui-Gon. How
are you pronouncing it?
I thought it was always Qui-Gon.
Qui-Don.
Like,
okay. Yeah, I think so.
Kwaidan, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would guess.
And once you hear my story, you'll know that that could be totally wrong, because when I moved to Chicago, so this is a long time ago from LA, I didn't know a soul in Chicago. I moved there cold turkey, and this was like 2011. And so like literally like the first weekend I'm there, I'm like looking at things to do, like, and trying to meet people. And so I go to this, like, it was like a film and pop culture, like nerd type meetup thing, whatever. And so I go, and there's like, I don't know, 100 people there. And I'm sitting in the night, I got like talking to this group, and we're talking about like random Japanese movies and stuff. And they said like, he was like, Jay, the best movie there ever was, like one of my favorite movies of all time, is Qui-Gon. And he says like, it's a ghost story. I go, I don't really like horror. He goes, no. Like, and some of this stuff, he's like, no, if you like that, then you'll like this. It's just beautiful. It's a masterpiece. And I literally the next day, I went out and bought it on DVD, and I never watched it. I had it in my collection literally for years, and I never watched it. The one day I was like taking stuff to give like the half price books or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was giving some DVDs and stuff. I'm like, damn, how did I not watch this? But yeah, it was the first thing. My Chicago was like, first word I heard was Qui-Gon.
Wow. Wait, so did you ever watch it?
Never seen it. No. It's a movie I literally had in my collection for at least 11 or 12 years. A couple last years ago when I dropped it off at the half price books. Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. I'd been wanting to see it for a long time, just because I've heard a lot about it. It's long. It's over 3 hours long. It's 4 stories, 4 non-connected ghost stories, and everything that guy told you is true.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's it's one of the coolest, most beautiful things I've ever watched. And
Awesome.
and Takashi Shimura is in it.
Oh,
And
nice.
that was one of the things, like he pops up like in the second story, and I was like, oh, that's why I even brought it up, because it's a familiar face, you know.
Yeah,
He's
that's
in so
awesome.
many Godzilla films, and
And Kurosawa films and
it was
everything,
cool. Yeah, so it was cool to see him pop up in one
I
of
know.
the
I gotta watch. You know what I need to do, and you've trained me well. It's like I feel like when I put something on my watch list on like Letterboxd, like that's now, instead of just scrolling to find a movie at night when I'm like trying to watch something, I go there first. I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to watch this, and I'll just train me to do that. So I just got to put it on there.
Yeah, I just like, you know, I have all of these movies that I've always heard about or something. I put them on there, and that is one I've been wanting to watch for a while. But the only thing that ever deters me is I'm like, okay, I got to put it on at a time where Jess is going to be able to stay awake. She did not. And like, I just, I'm like, if it's 3 hours, I got to make sure I'm in the mood to watch this movie.
Yeah.
And lately I've been like circling it. Like I'll wake up on Sundays and I'm like, oh, today might be quiet.
Might be the day.
But I'm not sure. But it was this past weekend. I was like, oh, we're doing it. We're doing this movie. So we watched it.
Awesome. Oh, good. Well, I didn't know if like, because it is like, not vignettes because they're long, but like there's the different stories. If like it's one day you could break up over time.
So you could, but I do not believe in doing that with movies. I don't like, you totally could, and it would not make any difference, but that is not for me. Like if you sit down to watch a movie, I'm not even going to leave the room to get a water or to pee. I don't want to miss anything.
Yep.
I don't want to pause it, because when you pause a movie, you take yourself out of the movie.
Yeah.
And that is going against what a movie is supposed to do.
There's no immersion.
I don't, like if I'm going to the movies, Jay, I don't drink anything for like an hour before.
Yeah, yes.
Because I want to go and I want to sit there and I want to comfortably sit through a 2 or 3 hour movie.
Yeah.
And I want to watch it from start to finish, and I don't want any distractions. So,
and the directors and producers and actors and everybody probably appreciate you for that, because I think that's how they intended it to be.
Well, it's part of the point. It's part of the point. I understand if you don't want to sit for 3 hours, whatever, but that's why I was like, I got to make sure I'm in the mood for it. And
that's awesome.
And it's completely worth it. And it does not feel like a 3 hour movie. It's very good. So I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah. When that popped up,
connection.
When that popped up in your Letterboxd feed, or no, I think it was actually on Instagram. You like,
I posted it on Instagram.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm going to be watching this soon. Like I have to now. Like I was like, it was always one of those, like, I was kind of mad at myself for doing that. And because I was like, oh, like, why did I watch this like right away?
Yeah.
And so no, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad it was good.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, but that's it. So, I guess we can, what should we do? Should we go ahead and knock out these pickups?
Yeah, let's do some pickups, man. You know what? I think we even have like a little song for it.
They love that sweet song final. Get it as much as they can. Sometimes it's a glitter Godzilla, and sometimes it's Vector Man. For those best exclusives, it's gonna cost lots of yen. And let's hope that Sofubi is off their holiday top 10. Yeah, we got kaiju pickups. Oh, what a glorious day. Oh, kaiju pickups. Now back to Jake and Jay.
Awesome.
Hey.
Jay, what do you got?
Well, you know how they said in our song, they say sometimes it's a glitter Godzilla and sometimes it's a Spectre Man. But I should have rephrased that. I should have rephrased that to sometimes it's a fake Spectre Man.
The top 10 wishlist pickup alert.
Yes, I was able. Now, I know this is kind of a half top 10 pickup list because I had two of them, the two that I number 7 and number 8, but I found somebody selling number 8. So This is the one that is based off of like a weird like Pachi toy thing, like blow mold thing. But I got this guy. Here he is, Fake Spectre Man number 8, from Awesome Toy, who made all the other ones. But yeah, he's it's one of those weird ones that's like based off some, crazy fake Spectre Man from the.
Looks like Frankenstein.
It does. I love it. Yeah. There is a all. I think there's 2 colorways of this. I think there's an all silver version where his eyes are still red and he has like black gloves, and that actually is the colorway of the toy. I think I might even actually have a picture of the toy, and I've showed the toy off, or excuse me, a picture of the toy on here before. But if you don't remember, let me pull this one up here. I had it. Okay, so here's. Let's see if that's okay. Here's the all silver Awesome Toy version right here. Let me share this. Man, my computer is not working today. There we go. Share screen. Fake Spectre Man number 8. So this is the first variant, right? So that's based off of this, though, which is just fascinating. Based off of this guy right here. It's a blow mold Pachi silver Spectre Man thing riding like a 3-headed King Ghidorah.
You need that toy.
I know, right? Well, I've looked for it. It's very, 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 very hard to find.
Sure.
But anyway, so just as all of them have their, whether it was a Menko card or a Brazilian comic or whatever, they always have their kind of source material. So that was the one for that one. But anyway, awesome. So now I'm on the lookout for the Goofy number 7, and then I'll have all 8 that they have made. Now I can start collecting variants and all that good stuff. But I was able to find him. But hey, Jake, that's not all. You mentioned them earlier. I did get Enka vinyl. I got the latest release showed up this week, and that is from the Heisei era, Mecha Godzilla 93. Ooh. Here he is, by far. And hey, folks that own the Marmot, it's a beautiful toy. The Marmot 93 is a beautiful toy, but this is the greatest.
Wow.
Mecha Godzilla 93 of all time. Look at him. I love a little bit of the black shading there. He's fascinating. And it gives me hope that they could even make a Mogura look good. Heisei Mogura look good. But yeah, I love this. I'm going to put it right next to my Space Godzilla. My Godzilla's over there. Love me, Enka vinyl. It's my favorite line. It's my favorite line. Cool. And then the next, it's 2 toys, but 3 pieces, I guess. Different companies, but I have to do them together because they are from 2 entities that we love so much. One first being Mondo, and because we love Peter, and even though it's not Peter's Godzilla, we showed that off last time. But we love Hector and his amazing sculpts and some stuff from Mondo. And then our good buddy who has also done a lot of stuff for Mondo, the great Tom Whalen, his latest from Abominable Toys. So I'll do that one first because it's sitting closest to me. Dude. This thing is gorgeous and it's heavy as hell. But from the Chomp series, I love Godzilla. I love the Mecha Godzilla. I think it's one of the greatest toys ever. I got the Mothra. Oh. Yeah. I mean, hey, the first thing that this is like, hey, this could be in Cryptoids. This could be a Mothman.
Yeah.
Chomp wearing a Mothra outfit. It's so good. And it looks like Tom Whalen designed it because, guys, he did. There's Chomp in the middle. Yeah, it's big, dude. I mean, like, you look at there's my Mecha Godzilla. I mean, this guy's a normal, like 8-inch, 7.5, 8-inch figure. And I mean, this guy is like way. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Girth. Yeah, really cool stuff. And then from Mondo, I almost forgot I ordered these, and I was so excited when I got the shipping notification. So I try to keep one colorway of all the Mondo releases, and there's a couple. I think the only one I don't have is the original Hedera release. I don't have a variant of that because I'm holding out for the Tokyo colorway. I got to find that at a good price. But speaking of Hedera, I got the awesome 1971 double pack of these guys, the glow in the darks. And so they're great. Everybody, we've seen them online. We've seen a lot of colorways. The sculpture, everything's wonderful about them, whatever. What to me makes them excellent is one, it comes with this little smokestack.
Oh, yeah.
And I Totally forgot that it did. This is also a little glow in the dark piece, but this is the coolest one. So if you noticed, Godzilla has it with the eye, with the goop in the eye and her eyes swollen shut. This is removable. So you don't have to put that on there. So that there are 2 eyes. And this, it's a little piece here.
How did I not know that?
Yeah. Oh, and the best part is, Jake, the Hedera as well. You can remove it and be pre-fight.
Wow.
Post-fight. Yeah. Never. I don't think even when I saw them come out, I even realized that. So,
no, I don't. Me too. Like I was saying, how would I not know that?
Yeah. And a little bag with these things in there. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, it's the eye goop. So anyway, the swollen eyes, I got shut. Look at that. But I mean, it's a great pair. I don't have this colorway in anything else, so that's the reason I waited for it. But look at them, little happy buddies there.
That's amazing.
So I was really excited about my pickups this week because it was like, Mondo and obviously you're super close to those guys. They're great people. Yeah. Tom's one of our best buds. He's the best. And then Enka's like my new favorite line. And I got a top 10 Fake Spectre, man. I was like, they were all like a lot of warm hugs here.
A lot of good stuff
here. Yeah. So I was very happy with my pickups.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, I got a couple things, couple small things here. I did get a package in the mail from a friend of the show, Scott Hall.
Scott Hall!
And he sent a couple random tidbits, but the thing I want to show off here that he sent me is this wonderful, what even is this? It is a Busca. It's like a personal timer, he said, and it's supposed to, there's a speaker on the back.
What the hell?
And now it either needs batteries or it doesn't work. I believe what is supposed to happen is you're supposed to pull the pin and then it makes a. I don't understand what a personal alarm is if you have to make it go. Maybe what is the point? I don't understand that, but it does remind me of a grenade. I wish it. I'll turn it into one, and then I'll pull the pin, and that's how we'll end things. But I love Busca, and he knew that, so he sent this along. And I don't know, I might put it on a necklace or something, or just a keychain. I don't know, but so yeah, I got this cute little Busca.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Scott's
awesome. Yeah, thank you.
The best. Scott's one of those guys that we met. I mean, the fact that they're able to come to Kaiju Go every year and actually get to hang out with him, in person, it's like, I don't know, it's just cool. It's
cool. Loved it. The other thing I got was an impulse buy that I bought from Slugger Toys. They put these up, and I said, "Got to get it. It's going to sell out. I'm going to buy one." And I think you can probably still get them, but I was looking at them earlier. But I picked up this really cool helmet.
It's
awesome. I just love the look of this guy.
It's amazing.
Well, it looks to me, this looks very vintage.
100%.
It's not, but it looks like the style of the kaiju here. This just looks like
something Chaz Foreman would make. Chazbro Toys would make.
Exactly. It looks like something Chaz would make, or something that we would have found hidden in the back of a store in Japan. And these are his marbled blanks. Basically, I'm gonna put some paint on this. I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna paint the eyes and the teeth. Maybe just put a spray on it. But I'm gonna paint it, and then I got headphones on, but I might wear it every day to work after that.
I think it should be mandatory headwear at G Fest. For the Toy Town booth.
100%.
Everybody that works there.
Every convention from now on, I'm bringing this. I've been wanting a helmet for a while, or a kaiju helmet specifically. Yeah. So, I just thought it was cool.
So cool.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Slugger Toys. I believe you can still pick these up if anybody wants one. Those are my picks.
Awesome. I need to go get one of those now. Damn it, Jake. Damn
it. So I think Jay, you got some news, some toy stuff. We'll some slides for us. We'll get it going.
It's the Monster Island news for you. It's It's everything about kaiju. From that Monster Island crew, there are others that do it and they're okay to choose. But there's only one super trusted, amazingly handsome Monster Island crew. Can you believe they're doing that to the Monsterverse? You missed another Anraku lottery, that's the worst. You didn't hear about all those exclusives, no, you're not cursed. You just need another source for news and you'll find out first. Oh yeah, the Monster Island moves for you. It's everything about kaiju from that Monster Island crew.
Awesome. So hey, no slides this week because
sure.
I was traveling, but I did pull up. I looked at all the news, and I picked maybe 5 or 6, and maybe I have 5. So we'll talk about them. All toy related, but also, actually, one other news item I didn't even put on there because I don't know when they announced it. We just didn't talk about it. But you mentioned it before the show started, and that was the announcement of the extra DCon, the extra designer con coming to Los Angeles. So crazy stuff between the Wonderfest coming to Atlanta and now the extra DCon. They're just loading up on these
pretty crazy
toy conventions.
I'm assuming we're skipping that one. I think it's in June or July or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't really know what the thought process was behind that, but there are now 2 DCons, even though I feel like the last DCon was, I don't know. Do they need to?
In the same area?
In the same, a couple hours away from each other? Probably not. But hey, they're doing something. There's something. There's a plan going or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're smart dudes. They're gonna.
Exactly.
They know. I don't think they do just arbitrary things.
Absolutely, for sure.
So, I think we might just only see a little bit of the vision right now. But
I think so too.
I thought it was crazy. But we mentioned, you talked about like the Wilhelm reaching out to you talking about the Bylante. I'm going to share my screen real quick. The big news for me this week, and I think this is massive, and it was one of the happiest moments that I've had in a long time.
Wow.
Enka announced that their Toho products, they are going to be able to ship worldwide outside of China, but specifically for all our U.S. and Canadian listeners, and those in Mexico. And North America has opened up now. So they're going to be able to ship all of their amazing product. So like this bad boy, you can order directly from Enka and they can ship to the US. So
and that means I won't have to go through some other
you won't have to go through your
to fill out like I did for my Ghidorah. Cool.
That's
great.
And I believe the Subaraya stuff is still Japan only, but Toho specifically, which I think is, I love their Subaraya stuff, and I'm going to collect all of them. Don't get me wrong, but the Toho stuff is just, it's just picking up so much steam.
And if you're going to pick one, I want the Toho over there.
100%.
I love the Subaraya stuff too, but Toho is in here.
Yeah.
So
it's so I think it's just part of the stuff with Enka that I just feel like they're just doing so many good things.
Yeah.
And now they're actually even crossing and opening up borders that weren't there previously, that just goes to show that they're doing it all the right way. So I'm a big fan. Love those guys, and I thought this was huge news. The other things I had were kind of more toy classic, YHS on Monster Island news, like toy related. And this is one that I thought was fascinating, and I wish our good friend Sweaty Vinyl was on here, because he is a Anraku Ansaku connoisseur, and he knows a lot more about a lot of the earlier releases, and probably can even tell you what lottery they were in and stuff. But I'm going to share this real quick. Switch to this tab right here. So the Jet Jaguar came out, and I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks beautiful. And this is an in-store only. This isn't a lottery, right? And this is the 3rd season, meaning the 3rd colorway of this. I don't remember the other 2. So I don't know if it was like one of those times when there was just so much stuff we overlooked it. Shame on us. Or if it was in-store only, it didn't get picked up by a lot of the news sources. Oh, and by the way, folks, I was on the Enka Vinyl Instagram earlier, and I'm on one of my favorite sites, Sofi.Tokyo, or SOFVI, Sofi, Soft Vinyl.Tokyo. One of the best, gives you all the great stuff, and the the Google Translate to English makes it so much easier. But they're great. They're good resource. And I absolutely love this thing. So yeah, it's supposed to be released here this month. So I don't know when it hit the store. So hopefully we'll look out for these on the secondary market. It's smaller, so it's going to go for like around like $60 or something like that. So
wow!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is awesome. And you know what? It's been a while since I bought a Jet Jaguar.
I know, right? Too long. But speaking of Anraku and third seasons, there's another third colorway. And this is going to be lottery as well. So the animated Hetera, they did the green one, they did the Tokyo colorway, and now they're doing this cool animated version in this pink with that teal. I love it so much. It is a crowd favorite. This thing is just it's big and just ugly, and it's so specific to the animated parts of Godzilla versus Hetera, which is airing at Kaiju Go 2026.
Yes.
But yes, the in-movie animated version, as they call it here. I thought this was great that we're getting another one. I don't know, still fun.
Melted. It looks like melted ice cream. I love it.
Yeah. And the lottery closes on February 10th. So you probably have a couple of days, depending on when you're listening to this. And the shipping is scheduled for June. So plan for December. And it's going to be more along your classic lines. If you get through the lottery, like $150, as opposed to 400 in a year or two. So, I don't know. Nice. I love that one. I thought two cool releases from Anraku. So
very
love
cool.
that. A couple other really cool things out. Now this one, I'm just going in order here that I have them up. This one is, I can already say it's not for us. It's a high priced item, but it's also like we usually don't collect it. But if I had just unlimited cash, would I buy one? Stick it in the corner? Hell yeah. And that is from this Prime 1 Studio, this big Godzilla -1, like waist up from the water bust. This thing is so cool. It's gigantic. And it is it is 87 centimeters tall. So what is that? That's like 2.5 feet, almost 3 feet. Because 30 centimeters is about 12 inches, so it's about 3 feet tall.
Wow, this is amazing. Awesome. Yeah, how much? Was this $2,000? $3,000?
LED illumination in the spines and also in the mouth. I bet you're right. Let's see. Let's scroll down. Oh, also, I switched over. I'm now on a site that everybody uses. We love them, kaiju-battle.net. They do really good stuff too, but I am trying to find the price. Oh, it's up at the top. Sorry about that, Jake. It is $1,700, edition size of 300. So so very cool. The pre-order has started.
Very awesome
for this. But yeah, I thought that was like when something that spectacular comes out, whether it's destined.
That's a show-stopping piece right there.
Yeah, that's something you put in like
because of the dinner table
when you open up the Godzilla museum or something. Like you put that in there. So staying on kaiju-battle.net, this is a new artist that we've talked about a lot, and that is Kaiju Smuggler. I'm getting the Mecha Godzilla. I know the Godzilla 62 with the trio is a popular one, and now we're getting a 64 with the twin larva. And so this will be a Hakuba Gallery exclusive. Look how good that looks.
What I love about this, so first of all, this sculpt is
A+.
Perfect sculpt. Yes. But I also like that their colors are like natural colors here.
Yeah.
And usually with Sofubi, that's not really what you want, but this looks really good. The like bluish, gray. Oh man, that that the shape of that tail is really good. This is a beautiful, beautiful toy.
Odd placement there for the larva right there, but
don't do that. But
please don't do that. I know, but
very good.
This guy, it's going to retail for about $2,500. Sorry, $250 ish, and you can pre-order that now on Hakuba Gallery, which they ship. And this is it's a 10-inch tall figure, 9-10-inch tall figure. So it's very, very, very cool. And Kaiju Smuggler's killing it.
Yeah,
those the first three out of the gate in this style are like home run. So
agree.
good stuff there. And I had one more that I wanted to share, and not Godzilla, but it's a line that we are bullish on and that we are I don't know. I think we're both all in, and they're doing wonderful stuff. And this is up for pre-order now. So let me share this tab. Also on kaijubattle.net, and that's the Star Ace Harryhausen Sofubi line, and the Medusa is up for pre-order now. So you got the Kraken, which they've landed over here after some custom stuff, so those should be going out soon. Yeah, and then you have the Cyclops and the Troglodyte, and then now Medusa.
Man, they're churning them out.
I know, but yeah. It's now, I will look at that. I mean, she looks great.
Yeah.
She looks really good.
Yeah. These all have been so good.
So the one thing I'll warn folks, if they watch this, they go to pre-order. $195. I think that's, nobody's going to gripe about that for these big Star Ace and Planet X Asia sculpted pieces. But with the tariffs and everything, and with everything, get ready for the shipping and other fees to be about $90. So it's quickly a $280 toy.
Wow.
So it is what it is. Hey, believe me, none of us want to pay that. They don't want to have to charge you for it. Believe me, I know.
Sure.
But just prep for that. It was the same way with the last few too. But yeah, sometimes it just make you do a little bit of a double take, but yeah, it's a great piece. And I don't think anybody, when these actually get in your hands many months from now, that you'll be thinking about that shipping. So, payment plans, all that good stuff, if you can.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I canceled something on Big Bad Toy Store today that I pre-ordered so long ago, Jay. And yeah. It was a Godzilla toy, and it is something that, I was like, it isn't that I don't want it. I still would buy it if I saw it, but it's like, the price is higher because it's on Big Bad Toy Store. It did, and the tariff charges, and I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna cancel this today. So I had forgotten all about it, and then I got the email that it was like gonna charge soon, and I was like, oh. Don't think so.
Just reroute those funds to, I bought this. I didn't even know this existed. Yeah,
exactly. Cool. So some good stuff in the news there. Some good toys. What are we doing next, Jay?
So I thought it would be cool because it is, February.
Yeah.
And we are now a good 4 weeks removed from 4+ weeks from the end of 2025. I know we have the annual Geoffrey Toy Awards coming up, which we are so honored to be part of, and add a little, kaiju cred to that amazing show. I thought it might be a good time to unveil. We've worked with a lot of people, talked to a lot of people, got a lot of insight from toy makers, toy collectors, everybody to come up with this list. And I thought it'd be cool to talk about our nominees for Kaiju Toy Line of the Year, Kaiju Toy of the Year, and a new category, which really is, I think it captures both of our evolutions or our movements into just broader Sofubi and designer vinyl, and talking about some original or unlicensed or non-copyrighted Kaiju Toys of the Year. Because I think as we talk about things, and if you look at our top 10 list, more and more and more are becoming people's original creations or inspired by Pigmon or whatever it might be. And so
there's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah. So I thought we would do that and just kind of talk about some of them and give some thoughts and predictions and all that good stuff and go from there. So yeah, let me pull up one and now I'll put it on the screen. We can kind of look at, we can keep bringing it back up as we need to talk about it, but I will throw it up there because it will cover our faces. And then let's start with Toy Line of the Year. And so here are the nominees. Let me show this here. There we go. So we will talk a little bit and then we'll go around this. So I'll read them off for those listening. So first is from Marusan, the Marusan 350 Sea Monster series, which was an expansive colorway series that spanned Toho, Subaraya, Maruman, and both Toho Godzilla and other properties like Space Amoeba. It's a fantastic line that really, I thought, brought a lot of older sculpts back into the fold and really made it intriguing. The other one was Anraku, Ansaku, and Metacom. Hey, they've won the last 2 years. It's hard to beat them. They're the first 2-time winner, excuse me. And they had a great year this year as well. Godzilla vinyl art series from Bandai, and the Bandai folks work with a handful of artists, Frog Tree, with Kagamaru, and others, Talma, to really pull this off across all this crazy iterations of Godzilla and Space Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, and then Kaiju Remix series from Acro. Really cool to take some of the most famous kaiju from Ultraman and Ultra 7 and give them a X Plus style, realistic, horrifying, tough, awesome, great stuff, and tapped into amazing sculptors and designers like James Groman and such. So Kaiju Remix series from Acro. Enka Vinyl with a 2-shot here. Both their Manano Kawaii Kaiju series, which are their smaller size Ultraman and Return of Ultraman characters are kaiju, wonderful. And then the Godzilla Big Parade series, which is the Mecha Godzilla I showed off today, even though it will be in next year's line from that series. We had a couple really good releases. I thought that Enka just killed it on both of those. The next one is Strange Gallery, the Strange Gallery Ultra Kaiju line that included some really cool releases of Pestar and Red King and Zarab and Jamila here. They killed it, and they're doing some really fun colorways as well, expanding that line. And then last but not least, another whereas like Strange Gallery is Taiwan, and another non-Japanese company in Best Before and their Kaiju Step series with the big 3 they released from Kanagon, Dada, and Pigmon. So I'll take that off the screen right now, and we can just kind of chat about some, and I can bring it up as much as we need. But those are the 8 Kaiju Toy Line of the Year nominees.
Every year it's a hard decision, Jay.
Yeah.
I feel like it just gets harder every year. So like looking at these, it's really hard to look at it and say, here's a clear winner.
Yeah, I agree.
I like my eyes dart and I'm like, okay, it's Enka. But then I'm like, okay, but that Frog Tree is like taking everybody by storm this year.
Yeah.
And then the Kaiju Remix. There's not a bad toy. None of these companies have put out a bad toy. It's like hit.
Yeah. And I think what's really cool, I think stylistically, they're also radically different.
Yeah.
Every one of them. And that's the cool thing is I think of like, I love toy lines with a point of view, and Enka nails it. Yeah. Acro and Kaiju Remix, they nail it. I think those are just like 2 to me. That's not even fair because Anraku, they've had a point of view for many, 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 many years. Sure. So like they've never shied away from it, and that's why they're always in the Kaiju Toy Line of the Year conversation. Yeah. But yeah, they're all great.
Yeah. Dude, the Anrakus, it's just like that. That's one of my favorite toy companies out there. Like everything I see from and I've said this before, that one of the things that makes a great toy and a great Sofubi toy is when it makes you want to buy a character that you've maybe never cared for until then. Yeah. And Anraku did that this year when I bought a Godzilla 2000, not really my movie, not really my Godzilla design. One of my favorite toys I got this past year.
Oh, 100%. And I'll even take it a different play on that is, I think over the last 4 or 5 years, 3 or 4 years, I probably moved away more from that X Plus style and obviously more traditional like Sofubi and wacky and whimsical. And Acro with their Kaiju Remix series has made me, monsters I do care about. I love Yango and Red King and them, but they've now made me interested in getting some things in that style.
Right.
And I'm like, what? Like how? Like I mean, it has to be pretty cool. And I think they kind of took that on its head and turned it on its head. And the Windom and the Red King, and I think the Gyango is the shining star in that class.
Yeah, it's all great stuff, man. And like seeing some of the Enka stuff in person, and even when you were talking about that or the Mecha Godzilla earlier, I was like in my head while you're talking, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get that Space Godzilla. We need to find one. You know, and earlier, whenever you know, maybe it was yesterday or whatever, when I was looking at the Biolante, I was like, it popped back in my head that like I've pre-ordered the King Ghidorah, and I was like, oh shit, that's coming at some point. Like I don't know when, but I have an Enka figure coming to me. So dude, this is anybody's win.
Anybody's game on that one.
Yeah.
So before you go to, I'm going to skip Kaiju Toy of the Year because I want to go to the original toy of the year. This is a new one, and it's super fun to mix it up a little bit. And I just feel like when you go to Decon and then you get involved in a lot of these shows and you see a lot of the cool stuff that they do, that the art and the talent, and, you know, we don't want to make sure that's represented in our show because we talk about these a lot, even though they aren't licensed products or they're, you know, they might be original kaiju or they might be inspired by. So this was, I think, the one that was the hardest because you had so many diverse opinions on things. But I think we captured an 8 that people can be very happy about. It's a lot of styles here, a lot of different things, but some really, really, really cool stuff. So I'm going to share this one here. These are the 8 nominees right here. So, this slide just makes me, first off, this graphic just makes me happy.
The color in this slide is so good.
Yeah, it's so great. So there's some like people that have changed the modern Sofubi world in here. So I mean, let's start off with the Toshan Dragon. We always joke it's the best Rodan toy of all time from Lestang. I mean, nothing else needs to be said about what he's done with his toys and everything, but this toy might have been to the next level. You know, somebody that I've championed a lot is Hamitsu Keikaku, and the Thumping Monster Splash Splash has been my favorite toy of all time. But then I think they actually did kick it up a notch and probably even outdid Thumping Monster Splash Splash with his arch enemy, Guri Guri. And that toy is amazing. The packaging is just unheard of. So, then, hey, let's talk about like the OG, the guy that, you know, one of the guys that started all the great Paul Kaiju. His Pogo released this year and it's had so many different colorways and variations and such. This one featured like Decon was one of my first pickups there. Very cool because the heads do interchange and stuff. So the Pogo toy, like just an amazing, brilliant piece. Speaking about heavy hitters, it's hard to get more than Mark Nagata and Frank Mysterio. And when you put them together and you do a Frank Mysterio take on one of Mark Nagata's, maybe his most signature character, an Izon, and you get the Aztec Izon, like amazing. It's a toy that like has gone to many different countries already in a lot of shows and has sold out everywhere it goes. The next one, I know this is one of your favorites. You turned me on to Jump You Meow and Postman Yo-Yo. Not Godzilla, but this is Postman Yo-Yo. But of all of the kaiju doing odd jobs or regular jobs, this one is a man amongst boys.
Yeah,
so
these guys are killing it.
They're killing it. A guy that we know, and look, hey, this has nothing to do with it. We're friends. We are objectively huge fans of Chasbro toys and the Tahara Tower. And that was one when we talked to people, just kept on getting mentioned over and over and over and over because it's a play on the Marmot Godzilla Tower, but it's now in the city that it was an exclusive for, Kaiju Go in Dallas. And it's the original Tahara, which has been done in many different, both toy representations and different styles from Chaz, but also artists have done their takes on it, whether it's Tom Whalen or Mark Nagata or Max Nagata. And I'm sure we're going to see even more. And this is one of the best toys of the year, bar none.
Yeah.
Another one that like got mentioned by so many people in the industry is like, this is the toy to get, was Unbox Industries in their partnership with Blitzkrieg Toys and bringing the giant Doombringer. And I saw this in person, and I mean, this thing is gigantic. It's huge. It is like, I don't know how long it took them to sculpt this and put this together, but when you look at it, just like, this was a undertaking to build this, and it is just, I mean, stands out on any shelf or display case. It's an amazing toy. And then last but not least, hey, we were there. We grabbed one of these. And it was amazing, from Permafrost Grocer and Tofu Monster. What a great toy here with their Armon series, their Tofu Monster series. Inspired obviously by Pigmon and Garamon, the French fry flavor with the French fry cardboard cup for him to sit in. That was started our exclusive to Designer Con this year. Mm-hmm. Absolutely loved this guy. So those are our first annual, the first opening salvo of original kaiju toys of the year. And
pretty crazy. That one's very tough, and it's pretty crazy to see Chaz on there, because that Tahar, I mean, first of all, Chaz is a great dude, and the Tahar Tower is amazing. I own 2 of them. I know you do as well. Yeah. Like, it's just such a cool toy. It's my favorite thing he's put out so far. Man, but you're right, dude. The Postman Yo-Yo or whatever it's called, the Lestang. I mean, this is all heavy hitting figures that are insane. They're just insane. Yeah. The Fry Garam. I mean, we literally were acting like little kids at G-Con to try to keep checking if Permafrost was selling that Garamon yet, and like waiting around for it. This is going to be a hard category.
Yeah, I think it's cool because, we could have, like, anybody putting together their list of 8, like, there's so many heavy hitters like Lestang and Paul Kaiju and Blitzkrieg, and it's nice to see, and Frank Mysterio and Mark Nagata. Yeah. It's nice to see, Permafrost Tofu Monster. It's nice to see Chazbro Toys. It's nice to see Himitsu Keikaku in there. Yeah. With them mixing it up, and it just shows that, hey, there's a deep bench here on amazing artists bringing us amazing toys, and all 8 of those are, I mean, they are home runs. So very excited for that.
I want all of these to win. I know. The what's its name? The Geku. What's it called?
The Mitsu Cake. The Guri.
Yeah. I was at your house when you opened that, and. I do just have to say, like, it is so weird. I still have no idea what's going on with it. But the packaging, you're right. The packaging was so cool for that thing. And it is just such a fun little weird, looks like a sentient dust ball or something. I don't know, like it's just a fun.
That is what it is now. Moving forward, that is what it is. Yeah, I'm looking at him over here. I love him. Hey, buddy. How's it going, buddy? How's it going over there? He's surrounded by 4 Thumping Monster Splash Splashes.
Well,
but yeah, it was cool, and I mean, I mentioned this when I got it, but I actually have an Aztec Eyes on, and it was painted by Mechavirus, and it's one of my favorite toys in my whole collection because it's so cool that it's. I mean, Frank Mysterio's, his interpretations of stuff is, that traditional Aztec design, and of a Mark Nagata creation that we love and talk about a lot, and we love Eyes On, and then painted by Mechavirus. It's one of my favorite toys, but there were so many different colorways and variations and one-offs and customs of Aztec Eyes On this year. It was everywhere. Every show in Mexico and Japan and in the US, like, there were Aztec Eyes On there, and that was awesome. And it's because people want them. So.
Yeah. Because it's a great toy.
It's very cool. Okay, so let's talk Kaiju Toy of the Year, the main event, the big one.
Let's do it.
We've mentioned a few of these already, which always happens. So I wanted to give a little break in between the Toy Line and Toy of the Year. But this is always the hardest. This is always the hardest. And it is here they are, buddy.
Oh.
So we mentioned him. We actually mentioned a couple of these. Acro, the Gango from the Kaiju Remix series. It blew my mind. The Enka Vina Space Godzilla, you just mentioned it, blew my mind. It's amazing. Like, it's so ridiculous. I'm going to jump around here to go to, because we have 3 here that are from Toy Line of the Year candidates. Those 2, as well as from Bandai, the vinyl art series, the Godzilla vinyl art, that frog tree that you mentioned that just has taken the world by storm. The frog tree, the ukiyo, the ukiyo-e version, the green one. There's the black and orange one. There's the one that's like the white one. That's the one, the white and like blue one. They're amazing. So really cool stuff. But hey, no stranger to nominations. Strange Gallery, Toy Line of the Year for their Ultra series, but they also releases the amazing Gallery of Hakuba exclusive 64 with a Mothra on the tail. I think this was one that was a big fan favorite.
Oh yeah.
I actually mentioned this one earlier on the show randomly when I talked about the Mothra, but the Abominable Toys and Tom Whalen, the Toy Temple exclusive Mechagodzilla, is a sight to see. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. Very cool stuff. The Mondo Attack Peter, the Lino Cut variant Godzilla we showed off just a couple weeks ago. It barely got in the 2025 deliveries, but that piece is stunning. And what do we come to expect from Attack Peter and everything he does? The M1, the Planet X Alien Tricycle came out this year. I think might have debuted at G Fest first, or one of them, but that was amazing. Like, who doesn't want a ton of Planet X Alien Tricycles? And the last one was from Permafrost Grocer, who we mentioned in the original, but they, for their one-day license in Wonderfest over the summer, their 1967 Godzilla and Menya were like, you don't see them on the secondary market. I know they're doing another one for this upcoming Wonderfest, but like, this toy was like, people got it and kept it because it's that amazing. So an amazing group of 8 toys, and this one might even be tougher than the last.
I mean, I think it is, because these toys are all like, you think about all of these artists, all of these companies, Enka, Attack Peter, just everybody. And then these 8 toys kind of represent like some of their just best work they've ever done. Like that Enka Space Godzilla, it's the best thing Enka's ever done. To me, that Attack Peter Godzilla, that is my favorite thing he's ever put out. And it's like,
and that includes a former Kaiju Toy of the Year winner in the Silver Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, which is crazy. And like, hey, that Silver Mechagodzilla is gorgeous. It is literally one of my favorite things, and the fact that he put out a Godzilla that rivals it is kind of like, wow, how are you what are you doing? And the whole category is like that.
I think it was cool because to me, like, some of the, like, they all are standouts and they all are very different. The Gango Acro Kaiju remix, like I said, to me, that was like, it opened my eyes personally to like, this is genius. Like the reimagining of these, especially like Gango, who's like he gets tickled in the episode, right? He's the space rascal, and they make him like, that guy will like knock down buildings and kill things, right?
He's
like
scary.
Scary. It's amazing. And that was a tall task. Strange Gallery stuff is such high quality, and it's always done it walks that fine line of like, it's silly and fun and kind of has a little bit of, disproportional nature to it, but yet it's not over the top like a Defo reel or something like that. So I love that. Tom's art in toy form has always translated very well, but I think Mechagodzilla might be like the perfect canvas for Tom Whalen's art.
Well, it's the color, the way he does, and I was looking at it on your Mothra, the way he does color, and he does a lot of the two-tone things. It like really looks good on Mechagodzilla. Like it comes across perfectly in a 3D, in a toy form.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's also super cool that M1, hey, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They're doing great stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, when I think of tricycles, I think of M1. And the freaking Planet X alien was like, this is a must have. Like, there's no way
Yeah.
I'm leaving this
It
building
was
without one of these.
it was G-Fest, and I remember everybody sort of being like, "Hey, did you hear what they got for tricycle?" Like, it was the kind of thing where everybody was like, "Did you get your tricycle yet? Did you go get your tricycle?" It was like the thing where everybody was like, "I gotta go pick up my fucking tricycle," you know. And you know, we were the same way. We both got them, and it's a great toy.
Yeah. And we know when they come with like just stacks and stacks of tricycle toys, you know, there's Hedorah and Ultraman and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
But and you know that, but when that one came out, it was literally like nothing else existed.
Yeah.
It was just that. And to do that to such a line that has so much equity in it is pretty impressive. And then hey, like you've seen them in person, I've seen them in person. It's hard to find a more impressive figure toy of Godzilla than those, you know, Edo style ukiyo-e Godzillas, regardless of the colorway.
Yeah.
They are huge. They are just fun and different, and they are absolutely breathtaking. And I don't think that's a surprise. It will be a surprise to anyone that is a nominee.
Yeah, and the other thing is like the different colorways in those. Like you see one that you think is really the best one, and then just seeing the next one, and you're like, oh wait, well maybe this burning one is the best one.
Yeah. I mean, Frog Tree had a huge year this year.
Yeah,
and I think that might be their number one piece.
Yeah, I think 100% it is.
Yeah, I mean, I would say even like in the Bandai Vinyl Art series or the Godzilla Vinyl Art series. To me, like the Space Godzilla is great, and I think like especially the colorways, but like this one is just also just a fun, unique take on it, and tying in like that type of art style from the Edo period. Like I don't know, it was brilliant. And then of course we can't forget Permafrost. I just think like they're kind of like Enka for us. It's like, you know, I've never heard of them, and then they just bam, they come on the scene. And what I like about them is, they are with the tofu monster stuff. They are laying the foundation. They have that they can go back to that well. That is their, like, you know, bread and butter. But then these one day license, they're not just taking advantage of them. They're coming out with some really cool, awesome stuff. And I think the Godzilla and Minya are that. So
no, I agree. I mean, it's cute. It's like right up, you know, it's the kind of thing that I like. And this whole, like, this is gonna be a hard. These are a couple hard decisions ahead of the Jeffries Council. You know what I mean? Figuring out who's gonna take these awards home. I hate to be the one who's got to make the decision. I mean, I'm one of the ones, but it's just a hard decision, man. Because any of these, like, truly, I would be happy with any of these winning, and that's for any of these categories. Like all three of these categories is like, there's no upsets in these categories. It's like, that's the winner.
No, and you know, it's funny. One of the things I wanted to bring up is I remember last year, when we were doing the Jeffries, or just kind of recapping the year. I can't remember what episode it was. And I was like, hey, like, there's no doubt that next year, 2026, is going to be like the year of Amakuma. And they released, you know, the Godzilla 66 was great, but then, you know, they haven't done a lot since then, other than color variants. So you never know. That opened the door. And Amakuma is one of my favorite lines. And
sometimes sometimes a company just kind of takes a little bit of a breather, and it's like, you don't know when it's coming, and it's like, they're still around.
And when things actually, because we try to go by when they actually are released in the wild, not when they're announced or pictures are shown. So you never know. Things kind of like, oh yeah, they had only 2 that got released here, and maybe, you know, the third one comes later. But how it's working now, my prediction for next year, which may or may not come true, is it's going to be damn hard from a toy line of the year to beat or to compete with the Star Ace Harryhausen, because now it's slated like all 4 of those are going to drop in the same year at least, and maybe more. So that could be tricky. That's tricky. But of course, Anraku, I mean, just today, hell, with the animated Hedorah and the Jaguar, that's enough right there. Hey, any snubs? Anyone that you were surprised not to see on here?
Oh man, like, Off the top of my head, no. But if I sat down and like went through the news and went through like it's really, really hard when there's so many toys coming out weekly or monthly. I'm sure there's something that if I thought about it, I would have been like, oh, well, this should be on here. But it's just.
Yeah. I think to me, the only one that I can think of, and I'll be honest, it would not make mine. But I think you'll probably see it in a lot of other folks and creators and stuff, and they mention it as one of theirs is I think the Decon Anraku, the little Godzilla, the little smaller Godzilla with the oxygen destroyer. Well, again, I own it. I like it. It wouldn't be in my top. It wouldn't be in my top. I think. Oh man, I'm looking around back. What am I forgetting? I think maybe like I probably would have put in the top 8. I might have for the original. I might have put my Kana Burger. I think that came out this year. I'd have to check when they originally came out.
Right.
I might put that in there. I might put in my personal one. I'd probably have Jenny Cherry's Kaiju.
Yeah,
I think that's a cool one.
Maybe the Studio Aki. Like the Godzilla Coke bottle with the Coke inside of it is really
that would have been a good one. Yeah, that would have been a good one. And there's just so many. There's so many.
We could literally just sit here and do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like we should do like college football and do a top 25 of the original ones. But yeah, I feel good with this list, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there and being like, I feel if you'd have taken out any of these 8, I think maybe it would have been crazy, but I feel like it's a good 8 for all 3 categories.
I agree. It's a good round,
Yeah. But so that's it. So I thought that'd be fun to kind of talk about those and kind of unveil those and go from there.
Yeah, very good. So the Geoffreys, they're tentatively. I don't think we've put out an exact date yet, but end of February. Maybe beginning of March, I don't know, something like that. The Geoffreys will be out, and we'll let everybody know. It'll be alive on a Tuesday night, and it's always really fun. So we'll be there, and even if you're not a big, even if you don't really follow those kind of toys, we're gonna have the kaiju section, and
it's a fun time anyway.
The show is fun. That's what I'm saying. The show is fun enough that you'll enjoy it. So there'll be
usually a great musical number where you get to see Jake sing and everything. It's amazing.
Which we have not prepared anything yet, so we'll see. But listen, the Geoffreys are fun. Jay, other than that, you got anything else you want to cover?
No, other than I would say one plug. I would say anybody that is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area or otherwise. We have tickets are on sale for Kaiju Go. So you can go to kaiju-go.com. We unveiled the Godzilla double feature, which will be the anniversary screening, the 60th of Ebra, Horror of the Deep, Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. Super excited for that one. And that will be followed by Godzilla versus Hedorah. Yes, you get to see an evening screening of Old Smoggy, and it's going to be wonderful. We have not announced the panels or interviews or anything like that, but we are starting on our socials to release some of the artists that are coming. I believe they've released, Jenny Cherry and Octeal and Neil Ewing are coming. A lot of them are already listed on the site if you want to go to kaiju-go.com. And we are having some new fun artists this year. I'm excited. It's the 4th annual Kaiju Go. I can't believe that. And it'll be great at Texas Theater in Dallas, Texas. And I know you'll be there. I'll be there. It'll be super fun.
Of course. I'm looking forward. It's one of my favorite events of the year. The only other thing I would say, Jay, is I would tell people to go to Instagram and follow Okashi Station.
What is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Something cool.
OKASHII Station.
Yes, Station.
Okashi Station.
Go follow it. Yep. Other than that, I think I'm good. Jay, you got anything else?
That's all I got, my friend.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.